I'm Lucienne. I'm a journalism and political science major, and I'm a junior.
As a journalism and political science student, how have you personally used or encountered AI tools like ChatGPT in your coursework?
I don't really use that in my writing just because I don't know, I feel like students use it to cheat, which I don't like to cheat. But I will say that journalism professors that I've encountered are more open to students using it. Every sort of political science course I've had, the professor is very strict and just says absolutely no AI. If I find out you use AI, I'm reporting you to the dean. But journalism professors, some of them actually do encourage it and say that it allows you to think in ways that you didn't think before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Some people might think the opposite, especially in journalism. In journalism especially, credibility and originality matter a lot. Where do you think the line is between using AI as a tool and crossing into unethical territory?
That's a really good question. Personally, I do think, like as I mentioned before, I think that having AI write a story for you is unethical. I think that if something is published, like with your byline, it should be your own original work. I don't think it's unethical to maybe like have it help you in certain situations, like say you maybe need to come up with interview questions or something like that. I think you can use it kind of as assistance and not have it be unethical. But I do think that line is when you start to have it write your own stories for you, because then you're just being lazy.
From a political science perspective, how do you think AI is influencing public discourse, misinformation, or democracy more broadly?
I mean, I feel like sometimes it's important to acknowledge that like AI can be wrong, especially in terms of like public policy and government. It's a very complicated like structure and topic, and especially when it comes to elections, I think misinformation can certainly be harmful. When things aren't thoroughly like researched and fact checked, it can lead to misinformation, and then misinformation leads to people maybe not making right choices. And I think just in general, misinformation in the last like few elections, I'd say definitely kind of seen the impact that it had.
Looking ahead, how do you think AI will affect careers in journalism and politics? Should students in these majors be worried, prepared, and both?
That's a really good question. Again, I think that like with any sort of big revolution in history, like there's displacement when such a big invention is kind of first seen or created. Like you could also look at like the industrial revolution, and also like the invention of computers. Like people were displaced from their jobs initially because the computer can just do the job for you. So I think there's gonna be that, but I do think that it will be temporary. Like certainly I think a lot of careers more in journalism will be kind of removed, just because that work is more easily like replicated by AI. I feel like with political science, especially with like state legislatures and just like national government, you can't really like replace senators. I feel like you can't replace like people meant to represent a group of constituents like that. Like you can't have like an AI bot doing it. I think like that structure, like governing structures will remain. I don't know about journalism. I think it's complicated because I think that it's a career field in which there's a shortage anyway of people who want to be reporters. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out. But I think at first there's gonna be a lot of people losing their jobs. But I think in time that we will kind of figure out how to use AI and navigate its like skills.
Do you think AI changes how students develop critical thinking and research skills, especially in fields that rely on analysis and argument?
Yeah, I think it definitely has an impact. I think that honestly, like nowadays, I feel like students aren't even using their own brains to think. They just are kind of becoming lazy because they know that now there's this platform that they can just plug anything into and it'll spit it right back out at them. So I think that although it's maybe like more efficient than critical thinking in some perspective, it like it's a faster way to get to the answer, but it's slowing critical thinking and causing students to not have to think at all, which is going to be harmful.